And
right.
then another thing that happened, it was a very celebrity chef that ended up scamming me out of some money. I'm not gonna bring no attention to his name because he's done
You ain't
enough
got to.
already.
Got to.
But he ended up scamming me, and I did talk about it on TikTok. It is still there. If anybody scroll back,
Okay,
it
yeah,
was
if you
just
want to just get the short version, and you don't
yeah,
gotta say his name or anything.
yeah, it's still there. It was supposed to be like a pop up event, which I do a lot, and I
Gotcha.
paid my little vendor fee and everything, and it just never happened.
So he just
I
took the money.
took the money, ran. I finally confronted him about it, and he didn't care until I said, "If you don't send my money back, I'm going to talk about you." At this point, I got 4,000 followers. I'm thinking if I say something, everybody gonna hear me.
With your 4,000.
Yeah, but it got me back. He sent me back one. I paid him 275. He sent me back 175 that day. To this day, I
Gotcha.
still never got my $100. But I ended up selling foods to somebody on TikTok, and it's something that I do not like to talk about. But I ended
Okay.
up selling foods to somebody on TikTok. And the next morning I woke up, I'm getting ready to post another video, and she had taken the food that I gave her and destroyed it and posted it on TikTok. And he took the video and he boosted it. When I
Bro.
tell you,
Like ran an ad campaign hating.
it
That's
was a
crazy.
what I asked for versus what I got.
That's crazy.
January 2023.
And
No, yeah,
did it have like a
a
effect
big
on your
impact.
stuff?
It
Really?
was so big that I had to turn my comments off on TikTok.
Really?
You know how TikTok, when they come for you, it was like
Yeah, it's
a
like
thousand
Twitter,
people per
like
second, a thousand
uh,
people per second, and I literally stood in one spot for 3 hours defending myself.
gotcha.
It was people even on Instagram, like people who been buying food from me, posting their food, like, oh, that's not how the food. The girl literally destroyed this. It was a seafood boil. She literally dumped. It was horrible. Like,
Gotcha.
it was embarrassing. Like it was so bad when the 1 year point came this year. My anxiety was through the roof because I was like, "Oh, here comes TikTok. They're gonna
They
get some
finna try.
Hillary."
Yeah, that's crazy. No, I
But he
feel you though,
did.
because when you put your heart into something and you feel good about stuff, like having
Yeah.
somebody do that publicly, definitely.
Yeah, and I don't play about my name. Like I do anything. Like if anything goes wrong ever with an order or anything, I'm
Yeah,
on top of that. I'm on top of that. I was
gotcha.
devastated. I was literally for days. I couldn't do anything. It took my customers calling me, telling me like, "We know that's not you. You need to get up and cook." And that's what I did. And that next day, I cooked anyways. I still did my deliveries, and they were doing videos, like review videos. Like, I don't believe in recording people eating their food, but I let them do that, and I
Gotcha.
posted that, and that kind of helped me on Instagram. But
Okay, so
after
do
that,
you real quick on that too, like, because I feel like you done been through a lot of stuff that's helpful for people. So like on
yeah.
that, like, do you feel like it's any tips as far as like one, how to avoid like scammy type of stuff like that? Like, like checking their pages, looking for things specifically or anything. And then on the with the stuff with the girl too, like, any tips as far as like how you dealt with that or like, how you would tell somebody else like if this happened to you, I had a problem with it, but this kind of like, I wouldn't do it this way.
Yeah, the only thing I don't do now that I did, I was arguing with people in the comments. They was coming so fast, I didn't have a choice.
I
And
feel you.
it was just like it was
I
like
feel you.
they're making me look so bad. Like I have to defend myself. But now I don't care. Like you can say whatever you want. I have so many people vouching for me now. The only thing like what that really taught me is TikTok, they really do pick and choose who they want to support. And if a few people on TikTok decide, oh, you're not eating, look how they doing Miss Netta.
Gotcha.
Miss Netta was popular for feeding Charles, and now they hate Netta because she's monetizing it. Like, so it's really nothing that you can do to stop people. It's honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, I look at people's pages because I don't. It's
Yeah.
nothing that you can do, nothing that would put up a red flag. I've had people order from me, come pick up the food, and a week later, I get a dispute. They don't know what the charge is from, even though they came and got the food from me personally. It's really nothing that you can do. It's nothing. You just have to. I did switch from. I
Gotcha.
don't take Cash App like all that DM me to order. I have a website. If you put
Hmm.
your card information in and it detects fraud, then that's between you and Square. The order's never gonna come to me. Square is gonna
Gotcha.
let me know that you're being flagged for fraud, and that's really the protection that I have right now. Because before I was doing what everybody else doing, DM me to order, but now no. I have
Gotcha.
buyer and seller protection. That's the best thing to have.
Gotcha. And yeah, just something else to add on that too, because like that, I always kind of been the type person that like of course I hear everything, but like I
Mhm.
always felt like you don't have nothing I don't have. So, like
Mhm.
nothing your life probably, I don't know what your life is like, but I like my life, kind of thing.
Right.
But to that point though, I feel like something that's helpful for people that I heard before was Wallow, Wallow from $1 Million Worth of Game.
Yeah.
He say this all the time. Haters is your marketing team. Let them work. Because
Yeah,
by
absolutely.
you turning off the comments, like it. I get
It
it.
killed my views.
Right. It's like
Mhm.
they helping. They gonna help put money in your pocket by being in your comments. So to an extent, like I get kind of like not wanting to have stuff in your peripheral, but also it's like
Mhm.
I kind of believe in like seeing the stuff so you get used to seeing, so it
Yeah.
don't affect you no more.
Yeah, and I wish I
Definitely.
had that was my first time dealing with something like that. But then I posted this video on Instagram and all I was doing was making a sandwich. And it
All
was
right.
it was a brunch sandwich, so it had chicken,
Okay.
egg, cheese, bacon. I put them grapes on that plate. When I tell you everybody on Instagram was on me, why you putting no wet grapes on there with that sandwich?
That's crazy. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with the grapes. Like,
Right. And I'm like, it's a healthy meal, but
okay.
I had a lot of negative comments and it reminded me of the TikTok situation. So it made me feel away. But then when I
Gotcha.
noticed I was getting a million views because people are in my comments talking
Right.
no.
Arguing with each other and your page is still going up.
Exactly. And
Right.
I started gaining followers. I only got to 10K because of controversy.
Just